and welcome to another episode of Free of Fear, Full of Joy. And today, guess who we have in the studio? Taya! Woohoo!
Hello, everybody out
Hello,
there.
darlings. Besties takeover with the LA city skyline
Backdrop.
because we're LA girls, okay?
Yes.
Don't get it confused, okay? LA all day, West Side till I die. Just don't even come with that other stuff. I'm not even.
I'm an
gonna say
implant, honestly.
it. You've been here for a long
Yes,
time.
30
Do you
years.
claim the other
I'm
side?
dating myself. 30 years.
I know.
No, I am a West Sider writer.
Okay, well then just say that. Stop trying to claim
Hey,
somebody
you can
else
never
a
forget
little
home.
bit.
I'm never going to forget where I
Okay,
was
yeah,
born.
but
so.
when's the last time you've been back there?
It's been...
Okay. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, stop playing. Okay. Today, Miss Taya's here, and
Yes, I am
we
in
are
the
going. We are going to talk about dating in the city. Okay. Good, bad, and ugly. Good, bad, and ugly. So we're just going to get into a few questions. And here's the thing, dating is hard at any point, at any time in your life. You know, for me, I went from, being a 20-something-year-old to being married and then being divorced and then learning how to date again and then being married again just before the whole, social media, like Tinder
Right.
had just launched when I got remarried. So I do not know anything about dating on the interwebs. I don't know anything about that. So I am here to talk to us about this. But first I'm going to say, like, are you, like, so if you're on the interwebs or you're out in the world, are you more into like brains or looks when it comes to
Well, on the internet, I would think it would be looks and then brains. I mean, I think that's out in the world too. You know, it's like that's the first thing that catches your eye. Someone who's handsome. You know what I mean? You're not going to actually look for someone who looks, a little downtrodden just because he has brains. The looks are
Or
going to
somebody
catch me
holding up a
first.
fish.
Yeah, they are going to catch me first. But
Right.
if you have a conversation with someone and they have brains, you're like, okay, he's attractive and he doesn't have to be physically fit and all that, and he doesn't have to be a looker.
So he's attractive and you can talk to him, kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So I'm gonna like switch gears right now. So what is the most awkward first date that you've ever been on?
Oh my God. That's a good question. You got
I
me
know you
stumped.
have some. Why do
The
I
awkward
remember
first
them
date.
and you don't?
I don't. The awkward first date.
I'm not gonna help you.
Please don't help me because actually this was the question that I think that I don't know about this question. I'm like,
Seriously, Taya?
yeah, awkward first date. Awkward first date.
Okay, so you can't. I'll tell you about my first awkward,
Okay.
my most awkward first date. Like me and dude were obviously on different dates, and he was someone I didn't want to go out with. But my friends kept pressuring me to go out with him, so I went out with him, and he came to pick me up. He asked me where I wanted to go. I told him my favorite restaurant, which was in Santa Monica, and he took me over there. And it's a really nice place. And he showed up in like a Pendleton and baggy jeans
Oh my
and
gosh.
Timberlands.
Oh, no.
To go to this really nice place in
Right.
Santa Monica. And I was like, where are you going with me like that? So I was like, that was strike one.
Oh, no.
So we get to the restaurant, and I guess it was like March Madness or whatever. Now, I didn't know that. Now, if you really want to see the game, do you ask somebody out on a date? No, you don't.
Right.
You stay at home like, this is not a good night but he agreed to go to the date on this night. So we're in the restaurant. I'm trying to this is the first date. I'm trying to have a conversation with him. He's looking at the TVs over my head. So I'm talking to him and he's like, huh? What? Wait, huh? What? So I was like, okay,
Oh,
strike
wow.
two.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
At that point, I went downstairs, this is before cell phones, and called all you guys on the payphone and was like, don't go out without me. I'm going to play sick and I'm going to get out of this date. And so Came back to the date. He ate like a barbarian. He like was getting food all over the place. He was just gross,
Oh
disgusting.
my, yeah, that's
It was
awkward. That's
terrible.
definitely
It was
awkward.
very, very awkward.
That's
Okay.
awkward.
And I'm thinking like, why did I knew I didn't want to go up with this dude. So then I was like, oh, whatever. Oh, my stomach is, just take me home. It's fine. So I was like, okay, I'm off this date, whatever. The next day I'm at work because I met him at work. The next day I'm at work. He comes in. Well, he doesn't come in. I get 24 long stem roses delivered to work from this dude. And the card is like this long thing about like how he had such a wonderful time and how I'm such a wonderful person. I'm like, were we on the same date?
That's
like we
hilarious.
didn't even speak the whole time.
Right.
You okay, you're weird.
Oh, I do
And-
have one awkward.
Okay, see, I knew that would help.
I remember. Yeah, it's been a while. Let me think. We went to Beverly Hills on the first date. Very handsome guy, and the drinks in Beverly Hills are not cheap. And we were at this. It was like a bar lounge thing, and he was like, "Can I buy you a drink? Glass of wine or whatever." I think it was like maybe $15 or $17. So time goes on. I drink the drink. We're talking, we're mingling and everything, and then. I was like, oh, I think I want to get one more before we leave, so that'll be 2 drinks. And he was like, patting his pockets. I only bought $20 with me. I was like, you don't have a credit card? Like, is really? Like, that let me know.
He cut you off. He cut your ass off. He was like, bitches only get one drink.
And you only got $20 cash.
You got $20
So if
cash.
anything happens or anything,
If
you
the car
only got
breaks
20
down,
anything.
He definitely don't have AAA.
I was
That's
like,
for sure.
okay, that's letting me know I don't feel very secure with you. Not with $20. I don't even know if we could have rode the bus and rode up with $20.
Order
I guess.
an appetizer.
That was awkward. I had to think of that. But yeah. Yeah. See, that's what niceness will get you, right?
Trying to be nice.
Oh, no, he was a looker, though. He was a looker.
I bet it's always the cute ones.
It was a cute one.
It's always the cute ones that be pulling that stuff. Okay. Okay. So, what is your most essential quality in, a partner, boyfriend, whatever? Is there something that you've got to have? Quality.
Quality.
Yeah.
Thoughtfulness, trust, giving, not
So
selfish.
generous?
Generous, yes,
yeah.
generous.
Okay, generous. Okay, that's good. I would say that all those are really great qualities. I don't disagree with any of that. Do they have to be a good person?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
A
well,
good person. I don't.
A good person to you or a good person to everybody?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a
See,
great question.
I know, right?
A good person to me. You
Yeah,
don't have to
okay.
be great to everybody.
Fuck
I
everybody
need to
else.
ride or die. I need
Fuck everybody else. Just be good to me.
Just
There's
be
a
good to
song.
me.
There's a song about
She
that.
wrote about it, didn't
I
she?
know she did. I don't care about them other girls. Just be good to me.
Sounds selfish, but
Okay.
hey.
Hey, I'm with that.
Me
I'm
too.
like, I don't
Me
care
too.
about everybody
Totally.
else. Okay. Do you believe in astrology? Why? Why? If you do,
Okay.
why? And if you don't, why not?
I am of a certain age. When I was younger, I definitely lived and died by astrology. Like he
Yes.
has to be this sign and we're compatible and all this stuff. And then I went through a phase where I'm like, no, it's all about God. That's the devil. And now I'm like, there is something to astrology for sure. There's definitely something to astrology. I mean, everybody is their own individual. We all have different risings. We all have different moons,
Yeah.
sun signs. But there is something to say about astrology. There really is. There are people who, the fire kind of gravitate toward each
Yeah.
other. The water do, and it's all love in between.
I believed in it up to a sense. I tend to be surrounded by the same signs in bulk. So, there have always been the same signs that gravitate around me in my family life, in my, relationships,
Right.
My children. They all double up on signs. So I am like surrounded by this specific signs at all times. And there's definitely something to be said about specific signs, personality, and quirks. There's definitely something in that. With that being said, can you do you think that you you take that into consideration when you meet someone? Like, because if you've
Ooh,
had an experience with
interesting.
someone who is a specific sign, do you say like, nope?
Uh, Honestly, yes, I do. Yes. You know, you kind of like, okay, he's got those traits or he's got those traits. You try not to. You try to give everybody, the benefit of the doubt,
Right, right.
but you kind of look for them like, oh yeah,
There it is.
there's that water coming out. There's that air. Hmm.
No, no.
You know.
So does that make you like automatically not trust someone, or how does someone gain your trust? Sign aside. So how does someone gain your trust that you're
Being
dating?
loyal and honest and doing what they say that they're going to do, you know.
Right. And how do they lose your trust? How do they lose your trust?
Lying and not doing what they're say they're going to do, you know.
Right. So, yeah, that is a huge quality for me with men. Like, say, you and I learned that lesson a long time ago as younger women, that never believe what they say, always believe
What
what
they
they
do,
do.
exactly.
Because
Yeah.
they will say, and when I say they, I say, because, Ty and I dated men. And when we say they, that's what we mean. Like,
Right.
I only believe what you
Yeah.
do. I don't believe what you say.
Yeah.
Because you'll tell me all the prettiest things in the world. You'll tell me all the fabulous things that you say that you are going to do with
That's
me,
true.
for me, that sort of thing. But will you do that? So I am only attracted to men of their word. If they don't do what they say, then you don't captivate my attention at all.
Right.
You say a lot of things, huh? That's what I say.
Exactly.
I'll be like, oh, you're cute. You say a lot of stuff.
Right.
You say a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
need you to
stuff.
show and prove.
And they're like, what do you mean by that? I mean that you say a lot of stuff. You don't do anything. Um,
Wow.
so do you think about, or do you believe in manifestation, like manifesting the relationship that you want? Is that
I don't
something that
know
you
so much.
believe?
I am beginning to get into manifestation a little more. I don't know about the relationship. I guess you can manifest anything. Mine is more, self things and
Yeah.
gain. But a relationship, I've never honestly tried to manifest a relationship. I haven't. You know what I
Right,
mean? I haven't.
right.
Have you?
Yeah. I,
Just
I,
manifesting is this is what I want in a man. This is what I want in a man. Bring him that, or manifesting in this is the man. I'm manifesting the relationship to work out. Like
no, I manifested the kind of man that I wanted.
okay, oh,
The kind of
interesting.
man that I wanted,
Okay,
what I wanted in a man. I've manifested that before. And
that's awesome.
I, it I didn't even realize I was doing that.
Oh,
I honestly didn't realize, I didn't have a name for it then.
okay. Oh, I see.
11 years ago, I didn't
I
have a
see.
name for what I wanted. I basically just decided that I was going to let the universe guide me, and that I was going to let, God guide me, and really stay open to the signs that I was being given. And they didn't just come to me, they came through other people, and they came from other scenarios that kept taking me back to the same
The
path.
same, yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, I have manifested a relationship, the relationship I'm in right now. So,
That's beautiful. That's a
yeah,
beautiful
the
thing.
relationship I'm in
Yeah,
now. So,
that's awesome.
so, um, so with that being said, do you believe in love at first sight?
I do not right now. I did when I was
I did
younger.
too.
I did when I was younger. I do not now. No, it takes time and
I
oh,
got to get to know you.
what
Like
you
you, I got to get to know you.
you definitely gotta get to know you. But when you're younger, you think it's love at first sight. I remember, you
Yeah.
remember? I
Yeah, I
moved in with
remember.
somebody after what?
Oh
2 months of knowing him.
I didn't know if you want to tell that
He
story.
was the one. I'm not going to tell that story, but I tell you, I was like, oh, it was love at first sight. The moon was a certain type of way when we met, and
Oh
oh
my
my God, oh
God.
the story though, it was
You and
tragic
I are
at
going
the
to do a
end.
TikTok about that. I got to show you this. We're going to do a TikTok about
Oh,
that.
hilarious.
It's
Okay,
going to
so
be
we
really
can
good.
move on.
And move on. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you no longer believe in love at first
No,
sight. Okay. Do
absolutely not.
Do you think people fall in love because the right person shows up, or because it's the right time in their life?
Wow. The right person shows up, and
Yeah.
you're open to it. The right person
I
shows
think
up.
it's both. I think the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
person
and
shows up
at the
at the
right
right
time.
time.
Yeah.
Because you could have the right person at the wrong
Wrong
time,
time. I
and
agree.
you can have the right time and the wrong person.
Yes.
Like that, both of those
Yes.
scenarios have happened to me.
That's true.
I've
That's true.
had that happen to me for sure.
But then you ask, was that the right person then?
Because the thing is that like at the time, that person is exactly what you need, but for both of you, you're both in different places. You know, I was in a place, I'm thinking about somebody specific. I was in a place where I was ready for a relationship, but for him, I was the right person, but he needed to get his ducks in a row. Like he had just moved here from another state.
I get it.
He needed to get his feet underneath him and get his,
Yeah.
and he was like, oh my God, if I had met you in the state that I was from, we would have been married by now.
Right.
But I can't even think about being married right now because I can't
Get it together.
afford
Yeah.
myself right now. I
Right.
can barely
Yeah.
afford myself right now. And to take on a
Right.
relationship and a wife is just not for me. So for both of us, it was sad because I wanted more, he wanted more, but he knew, in his head that I'm taking this on at the wrong point in my
Right.
life. And so I respected that. It was sad, but I respected that.
Got it.
Okay, so do you believe in soulmates, Taya? This is like you and I disagree on this shit.
Oh my God.
You and I disagree on this
Why are you saying that? Like,
because I believe that soulmates are not for your life. Soulmates are someone that teach you something. Your life partner is for your life.
interesting.
I don't
Yeah,
believe in
think you have-
soulmates being forever.
I agree. I agree with you on this one.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I agree.
Because
I
I've met
totally
a
agree.
few soulmates. I've met the gentleman I just spoke about. He was a soulmate,
Soulmate.
but he taught me something.
But okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
taught me
plenty of
something.
soulmates, but life partner
Life
is what
partner
you want. Life
is what
partner,
you
yes,
want.
that's what you
Life
want.
partner
for
is
sure.
what you want.
Yeah.
Not a soulmate. A soulmate's here to teach you something. Okay. So you meet someone. They're great. They're fantastic. And then they cheat on you. Do you take them back?
I'm stumped. I'm
Your
like,
facial
what?
expression is killing me.
Like,
You're
what?
killing me right now.
Oh, and he's how long? It depends how long you guys have been together.
Okay,
Like,
I'll
this
give you
got a
two
lot of
scenarios. I'll give you two scenarios. You've been together 6 months. He cheats on you. Do you take him back?
6 months. No.
You've been with him 6 years. Do you take him back?
Yes.
No.
Time is invested. Time is invested.
You crazy. Okay.
I am.
Okay. All right. So with all these things that we've talked about, I was just thinking about like I went out to this place and me and the group of women I went out with, we were the oldest women there. But what I thought was really sweet was the younger girls that were there. They kept asking us like, if you have any advice, what would you say? So if you were talking to a younger woman, now that we've talked about all these things about dating, relationships, how you feel, what advice would you give to a younger woman right now about dating in these streets?
Definitely take your time. Don't rush anything. Definitely take your time and find someone who's actually has a plan, and wants to involve you in the plan and not just
Amen.
be, yeah.
Not just tell you what to do and you have or like try to fit you into the plan that doesn't really work for you.
Ooh, that's
know,
great.
Yes.
Like
Or plan with you.
plan with you.
Plan with
Exactly. You guys.
Or if their life is already set and they're already doing well, like start to build and shape their life to accommodate whatever dream or plan that you have in yours.
Wow.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
great
right,
advice.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's that. So I will have to say that for women of all generations, that we should be open and and friendly and supportive and gracious, younger, older,
Yeah.
younger, in between, What I'm not doing in 2024 is being negative to women in general, like women
it.
up all day.
That's
So
awesome.
that was the objective of this podcast today, to just share our knowledge, our experience, and also empower women of all ages to know what they want when they're out in the dating world. You know, it's rough out there,
It's
but it
definitely
can
rough out
be
there.
pleasant
It can be.
if you constantly, share with your friends and other women, and you always remember to put yourself first. Pour into your spirit bank, because you can't be anything for anyone if you aren't okay with yourself.
Well said.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Taya, you want to say it with me today?
Of course I
Here
do.
we go. Okay, free of fear, full of joy. Free of fear, full of joy. Free of fear, full of joy. Woohoo! Bye, darlings.